I want to talk a little bit about traffic expectations for a brand new website. So when you're just starting out, it's important to realize that your site is brand new, nobody's heard of it, and most importantly, there's no links to it from anywhere on the web. The sites that you see ranking in the search engines on the top page are all established, and they're there for a reason, and it's because they have content about those keywords on the site. And if you want to compete with them, you're really going to have to take a long-term perspective at that, adding content to your site relevant to your keywords and industry, building links, and so on. So the only way to really think about this is a couple months down the road after you've done that. If you've just built your site, hosted it on the web, and set it live, don't expect a ton of traffic to start flooding in the short term. If you do want to generate some short-term traffic, there's ways to do that. Integrating your site into any sales you're doing right now, email signatures, possibly sending out an email blast for any contacts that you have, doing some pay-per-click ads that you're going to have to pay for, and maybe even posting on Craigslist. So there's ways of driving traffic in the short term, but you're going to have to invest some time or money to do it. For the best perspective, take a long-term approach towards optimizing your site and getting relevant content onto it. If you do that, you can judge in maybe 6 months to a year what's going on. Until you do that, you really can't tell.
Today we're going to discuss bill auditing and telecom expense management. Maybe in the back of your mind you've been thinking that your business really needs to get a handle on your phone, mobile, and network expenses, but you just don't know where to start. And maybe your company is buried in telecom bills, you've got invoices coming from a lot of different carriers, you have different rate plans, different service types, you've got cryptic line items appearing on the bill, you're just not sure if the bills are accurate. Maybe you're worried about whether or not you're still paying for services that you canceled a long time ago, and you just really don't know where to get started with this. You're trying to figure out whether or not you should outsource this project or do the project internally. So in assessing this, there's a couple of things that you need to think about. First is how much internal time and resources do you want to devote to this project? Your staff is going to be required to invest a significant amount of time in scouring all the bills, identifying the errors, and then once those errors are found, contacting the carriers and negotiating for refunds. This actually can be the majority of time that's spent on the project. Secondly, does your staff have access to all the information that you need in order to do the audit? That's going to include past and present tariffs and contracts and rates. So this can also be a big issue in making this assessment. And then finally, once you've done the audit, will the process help you to set up an internal procedure so that going forward these errors aren't going to continue to persist? So, and in terms of that, consider what's going to happen in the future if you have turnover and the time it's going to take to retrain new employees in that new procedure. So if you do decide that you want to consider outsourcing the auditing of your phone bills, there is valuable assistance available, normally at a fraction of the cost of doing an internal audit. Most of the time, outsourcing your auditing and expense management will pay for itself. In fact, most internally run audits result in a 3 to 5% reduction in cost, whereas outsourced auditing, normally the reduction is in the range of 15 to 40%. So the difference in results can be significant. Also consider that telecom expense management can be a lot more than just auditing your bills. It can also encompass contracting a team to manage your company's entire telecom and IT infrastructure. And this can include everything from ordering lines and circuits and wireless phones, can include setting up billing software or an accounts management system. Maybe you need help on an ongoing basis with troubleshooting network problems, both billing and transmission problems. Maybe it includes comparing and recommending rate plans, or maybe you need help with contract negotiations. All of this can be outsourced. And of course, depending on what you decide to outsource, that will determine the cost. Now, some auditing firms charge a percentage of the recovered revenues for their compensation, while others charge a one-time fee, or maybe they charge a retainer fee, sometimes an hourly rate. At Single Source, we work with a number of different companies that offer comprehensive software-based solutions, and each one is customized to meet your company's specific requirements. So fees are based upon the solution that you select to address your company's goals. So this can range from a simple audit all the way up to a comprehensive ongoing outsourced network and billing management system. So if you'd like to discuss the challenges that your business is facing regarding the monitoring and maintenance of your telecom and data expenses, please give us a call at Single Source Telecom. We can be reached at 877-577-1954, or you can also reach us through our website at singlesourcetelecom.com, and we'd be happy to discuss this with you.
To learn more about EYECENT, call 925-963-1377